Hey everybody, welcome to Love Above All with Brandis. Today I am so excited to be hosting my very first collaboration. I have some YouTubers that I've been corresponding with for probably about 6 months now, and just as I am with any YouTuber that I subscribe to, I feel like I'm looking at content, but at the same time I'm looking at their heart as well. What I asked these specific YouTubers to do is to share 5 things that keep them inspired, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same. I want to talk about these YouTubers with you. You may or may not know who they are, and then after that I'll go ahead and share my own ways as to how I am able to stay inspired. So if you would like to see that, please stay tuned. I encourage you to check out all these fabulous YouTubers after you're done watching my video. They all have a message to share, they have light to bring, and they just have wonderful things to bring to this YouTube community. They are also talented in all of their own unique ways, so please check out their channel, and all of their channel names and links will be listed in the description box below. So right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to talk about the 5 things that keep me inspired. Now, when I thought about this topic, there's 2 things that came to mind. The first thing that came to mind was this Bible verse, and it is Mark 14:38, and I'm reading this from the King James Version, and it says, "Watch ye and pray, lest ye enter into temptation. The spirit truly is ready, but the flesh is weak." So that's one thing that entered my mind. The second thing that entered my mind, I have a favorite author, Dr. Dyer, and unfortunately he recently passed, but he always talked about inspiration. And don't quote me on this, but I think what he said was that if you trace it back to its Latin roots, it means in spirit. So I think that is something that we are constantly struggling with, right? We're constantly struggling between the flesh and the spirit. When we're in flesh mode, I think we're, constantly in our heads, we're overanalyzing things, we're obsessing, we are constantly in the future, we're trying to get our way out of things, we're not in a very, very peaceful state. When you are in the spirit mode, I think that is the place where you are able to generate love and joy and peace. You're able to be more connected to your heart, and you are able to be in a state of mind where you feel connected to God, and you're able to make probably more appropriate decisions at that time as well. So what I wanted to focus on was, everybody gets into ruts. Everybody goes up and down. We might have wonderful weeks, and then we might have a week where we're off. We may have several hours where we're feeling our best and we're in spirit, and then we're going to have several hours after that where we are in the flesh. So I wanted, this is from my perspective. All the other people that are collaborating, I left it very open to them. They can talk about this topic in any way, shape, or form that they want to. But for me, I really want to focus on how do I try to stay in the spirit the best that I can, stay in that joy space, that love space, that connection to God. How do I stay there and not really go into that flesh space where that's more likely going to lead, I think, to depression and to feeling down and to not moving forward and to not going after your goals and to losing your faith and losing your hope. So I'm going to go from 5 down to 1. Let's start with number 5. Okay, so that's a crazy one to start with, right? I would agree as well. But just hear me out on this, okay? Something that always wakes me up, and I think I've said this in a video in the past, but something that always wakes me up is understanding the fact that we have a limited amount of time here. We have a limited amount of time to do what it is that we want to be doing here on earth. We have a limited amount of time with our family members, with our children, with our spouses, whatever it may be. So really getting back in touch with that, and not saying you need to ponder in that and be scared of that, but having that be a positive thing, knowing that we are spiritual beings experiencing a human experience, and that we have a limited amount of time to do so, is going to keep us moving forward, trying to enjoy life, trying to do things we want to do, trying to reach the goals it is that we want to reach. And to piggyback with that, I think understanding that concept of the fact that we're going to die one day, and to be grateful for everything that's here in order to not get caught up in maybe the smaller things in life, is to obviously have gratitude. So I think you've seen this journal before in one of my videos. I think it was the 5 things that make me me, and I'll go ahead and put that link below. But this is my journal. I write, everything in it. I have tons of journals. This is the one that I'm still in. But yes, trying to at least once a week, write down things that you are grateful for. That is a way to really stay in the moment as well. Number 4. You might be wondering what a wisdom book is. So I have this special place in my desk right above it where I keep all of my journals, and I have 2 special books that I've probably been keeping for about 6 years or so. In these books, I fill them up with quotes from people, quotes from books. If I'm watching TV and someone says something really special, I'll write it in there. If I hear something from a friend, whatever it may be, words give me life and they fill me so very much. So these books are part of my life in order to give me the energy and the fuel that I need. Number 3. Okay, so music for me, I believe music, also love, is the universal language of the heart. I think that we can all communicate that way. I think music has a way of communicating with us, with our spirit, in a way that we don't even understand. So if we are feeling at a lower point, or we're feeling stuck in our head, or we're trying to figure something out, I think that music can really pull us out of it. So I love Collab. Collab is a Christian radio station that we have here, and you might have that by you as well. To listen to Sarah Bareilles and her song called Brave. I think that's a really empowering song that I love to listen to. I also love Sarah Graves, and she's a Christian artist, and my favorite song that I love from her is called Add to the Beauty. And I just love that because that just further validates that we're all here to add something beautiful to this world. Lastly, just any type of calming or peaceful music really can help me just slow down, get back in touch with spirit. Number 2. So I keep an inspirational folder instead of a vision board. So I'll cut things out that really make me just feel happy, like this lemonade. It just makes me feel happy seeing this lemonade sitting on a stand. So if I need some inspiration, I'll look at it. This kitchen is making me feel really happy just looking at it. Doesn't mean I need it, but it just makes me feel happy and inspired. Number 1. My life from this book by definitely reading it in the morning. I do my yoga. I do a half an hour of yoga, and then I do a half an hour of reading, and that is life to me and food to me in the morning, and that is inspiration, and that helps me stay in the spirit as much as I can throughout the day to carry it out and pull it through. And then obviously God and Jesus are, the cornerstones. They are in my heart. They're always there, and it's what I always go to. These are the people that I lean on. This is the spirit that I believe lives inside of me, and I have to connect to that in order to stay inspired and to stay at the level that I need to be to do the work that it is I need to do while I'm here, right? With my husband, with my children, with my community, whatever it may be. And having that relationship and filling myself with the Bible, with God, with Jesus, is able to then allow me to have grace for myself because I've received grace from them. And that's the biggest thing. I think that a lot of us, and me, and you understand, if you've been following me for a while, you understand my background of perfectionism and wanting to always be right and just always wanting to go. And so that compassion and that grace falls to the wayside a lot of times. But if I stay connected to who I'm supposed to stay connected to, I'm able to really have that compassion and that empathy for myself, and that's able to really help me get through a lot of sticky situations in order to remain at just a higher level and just to have more joy and more peace. I am so thankful that you were able to listen to this collaboration, and I really encourage you to check out all the links below and to look at all the other YouTubers and find out what inspires them. And again, just thankful to YouTube to connect me with such wonderful people, and I can't wait to do more collaborations in the future. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.